This is frequency 404. The world as we knew it has changed in an instant. No warning, no time to prepare. A strange phenomenon swept across the skies. An unnatural light, sharp and cold, unlike anything seen before. It didn't bring dawn, only a hollow glow that burned skin and shattered silence. People stepped outside, drawn by curiosity or desperate hope, only to recoil in agony. Eyes scorched, flesh blistered, panic spread like wildfire. Then the silence came. Radios stopped broadcasting. Screens flickered and died. Phones went dead. Whispers filled the void. Solar flares, secret weapons, cosmic horrors. But amidst the darkness, on rare frequencies where old radios still crackle, one voice remains. A warning, a beacon, a call to survive. You are not alone. Stay tuned. Stay hidden. Stay alive. This is Dr. Alan Pierce, astrophysicist. If you can hear this, you are listening to one of the last functioning broadcasts. Stay indoors. Cover your windows. Avoid any exposure to direct sunlight. We have confirmed that this radiation is not a natural solar phenomenon. It is targeted, modulated. Something, or someone, is causing this. Our observatories were the first to detect it. A strange pulse, like a ripple through the solar wind. By the time we understood it, cities were already falling silent. But even now, some of us are still trying to make sense of this. Trying to survive. If you have supplies, conserve them. If you have shelter, reinforce it. If you have people you care about, stay with them. This is not a test. This is not a drill. Stay with us. Stay listening. Let's begin with what we know and what we fear. The radiation is not just light. It's a complex waveform carrying energy far beyond visible spectrums. Ultraviolet, gamma, and something else. Something we haven't seen before. Exposure means suffering, blisters, burns, nerve damage. And for some, it's not just physical. We've heard reports of hallucinations, whispers, shadows moving where light should not exist. But it's not everywhere. Some regions seem spared. Thick clouds, mountain valleys, old underground shelters. Some coastal regions near the poles remain safe, but even there tension grows. But the sky remains hungry. Theories have flooded in. A rogue star sending a deadly pulse. A secret weapon gone wrong. An unknown force studying us. Or perhaps a warning. Our instruments captured fluctuations, patterns within the radiation, not random, not chaotic. A sequence repeating like a signal. But who, or what, is sending it? Some have suggested it's a test, an experiment to see how we react, to see who survives. Others believe it is an extinction event. For now, survival is everything. If you can hear me, if you're still with us, stay out of the light. And if you have a radio, keep it on. You are not alone. I wish I had better news. The radiation isn't just a passing storm, it's intensifying. We've lost contact with nearly all major observatories. The few remaining radio signals, they're fragmenting. Reports speak of entire cities left empty. Not destroyed, just abandoned. I received a message from an old colleague in Moscow. They saw the same patterns. They heard the whispers. They spoke of people who stepped into the light and simply vanished. No ash, no remains, just gone. But it's not just the light now. Darkness itself is changing, shadows stretching where there should be none, strange, twisting forms. Some survivors claim they saw figures moving within the darkness, watching. A team in Geneva tried to reach the source of the signal. They sent drones, automated probes. None returned. Our last data suggests the radiation is spreading, wider and deeper. Something is reaching into our world. I don't know how much longer this broadcast will continue. If you can still hear me, stay hidden. If you can still see the sky, avoid it. But you are not alone. And while this voice still reaches you, there is still hope. Stay listening. This is Dr. Alan Pierce. To those who are still with us, the situation has worsened. The radiation has begun to alter not just the light, but the air itself. Particles suspended, shimmering with a faint, unnatural glow. Breathing it has become hazardous in exposed areas. Coughing, shortness of breath, a metallic taste. There are reports of plants wilting, but also mutating. Twisted forms, pale and brittle, growing in strange shapes. Animals behaving erratically. Birds crashing into walls. Insects gathering in impossible swarms. But the worst are the shadows. They no longer just stretch. They move. They watch. Some survivors whisper that they have seen eyes in the darkness. Eyes that blink, that follow. We don't know if they are a trick of the mind or something more. But fear is spreading faster than the radiation. If you are underground, stay there. If you are with others, do not separate. Trust has become rare, but necessary. And if you are alone, know that I am still here, speaking for as long as I can, listening even if I cannot hear you back. You are not alone. Our efforts to understand this radiation have not ceased. Scientists from every surviving region continue to study it. Observatories, underground labs, remote research stations, wherever a signal still reaches. We've tested atmospheric samples, monitored electromagnetic pulses, and scanned for any identifiable source. But the answers, they remain just beyond our reach. Preliminary tests have shown that the radiation's waveform is unlike anything known. It shifts, it adapts. Frequencies modulate, harmonics fluctuate. At times it even seems to respond, changing as if it is aware. We have dispatched automated probes, drones, even high-altitude balloons. None have returned. Some vanished from radar. Others sent back distorted, corrupted images. But we continue. We have to. This is not just survival. It is a search for understanding. And yet, with each passing hour, the situation worsens, and our questions multiply. But know this, you are not forgotten. And while we search for answers, we are also searching for hope. Despite everything, despite the overwhelming unknown that surrounds us, there is still a flicker of hope. In the darkest hours, even the faintest light can guide us. Teams of scientists across the globe have not given up. Underground labs, hidden bunkers, and isolated research stations continue to analyze the radiation and its mysterious signals. Some experiments have revealed subtle anomalies, tiny variations in the waveforms that hint at a possible way to counteract or shield ourselves from the worst effects. There are reports of new materials, compounds created to absorb or deflect the radiation. Some of these are being tested on protective clothing and shelter coatings, offering limited but precious protection for those brave enough to venture outside. Even more promising are early attempts to decode the signal's complex patterns. Linguists, mathematicians, and cryptographers have joined forces, trying to understand if this wave is simply a weapon, or if it might contain a message, perhaps a plea, or a warning from an unknown intelligence. Amid the chaos, small communities are sharing knowledge. Radio operators exchange frequencies, survivors send coded messages, and some have begun to organize networks of communication and supply, relying on the faintest glimmers of hope to keep their spirits alive. But hope is fragile. The radiation continues to pulse, unpredictable and relentless. Each breakthrough is tempered by setbacks. Equipment fails, data gets corrupted, and the shadowy figures in the darkness remain a terrifying unknown. Still, we persist. If you are listening, if you are out there somewhere, do not lose hope. Protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and above all, keep searching for answers. Humanity's greatest strength is its resilience. I want you to remember this, that somewhere, in the silence beyond the light, there are people who care. People who fight every day not just for survival, but for the chance to see a sunrise again, for the laughter of children, for the simple warmth of a hand held in the dark. We are not alone in this fight. As long as this broadcast reaches you, as long as we are still speaking to each other through the darkness, there is a chance. Stay with us. Stay vigilant. This is Dr. Alan Pierce, signing off for now. The hours grow shorter, and the silence grows louder. Our world has changed in ways we never imagined. The radiation still pulses, a constant reminder that the unknown is never far away. But even as the darkness closes in, remember this: the human spirit cannot be extinguished by light or shadow. We endure, we adapt, we hope. If you hear this final message, know that somewhere out there, someone is still fighting. Someone is still listening. Someone believes in a future beyond this nightmare. Hold on to that belief. Hold on to each other. In the end, it is not the radiation, the shadows, or the silence that will define us, but the courage we carry inside. This is not goodbye. This is a promise. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep the light alive, no matter how faint. Until we meet again, wherever that may be. Dr. Alan Pierce, over and out.